Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, it's free and it helps me out. And you would always unsubscribe later if I turn out to be an actual grifter or something like that. So we got to talk about the Wolverine again, okay? Now, we've already covered a couple of the controversies, the Mystique controversy, the gameplay controversy, what's gameplay, what's not gameplay. We also discussed the sweet baby of it all. But one of the things that we haven't discussed is a new controversy that includes Vera Dark. Now, shouts out to Vera Dark. We actually had Vera Dark on New Blackstreet yesterday. I hope you didn't miss it, because that was a load of fun. Shit, we had 250 people in the chat. Hey, we've been averaging over 200 people in the chat for the last 5-6 streams. So if you're missing out, that's on you. But anyway, so yeah. So Vera Dark had a take on it. Of course, they were upset with Vera Dark regarding her her post on Mystique. And then, of course, she followed this up with making a video, which has the internet upset. So let's go ahead and get a good little gobble out of this video and see what Vera Dark said that has the goofies so tied in a knot.
AKA sensitive snowflakes on social media. One thing that I thought was really weird about this trailer that I had said while I was live streaming the State of Play is the fact that 90% of the enemies that Wolverine is beating up are minorities. So I just have a very sneaking suspicion that it's going to be about his white privilege and him coming to terms with that and him trying to become a better man. I just have a feeling that that is not a coincidence, that's for sure.
Oh boy, and they are upset. So Tim Dog says, so basically she is rage baiting and hiding under the guise that she really cares about people. She is an awful human being. See, Tim Dog, this is the type of shit, and I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, due to the fact that after what we just talked about with Charlie Kirk, I believe people like Tim Dog need to have their asses slapped. Pause. No. I mean, he needs to be slapped. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be slapped. Don't do that. You know what I meant. Because when you start throwing, she's an awful human being. Bitch, you don't know her. Maybe the awful human beings are the people who are listening to somebody else's opinion and immediately labeling them something evil. That's you. And that's why I say, due to the whole Charlie, and that's the reason why what happened to Charlie Kirk, that's the reason. Because we're labeling people's stuff off of fucking opinion. You need to be slapped. Here's another one. Jay plays games. I'm just going to say this. As a minority myself, I find it intensely frustrating and deeply patronizing when an entitled person like Vera Dark spells her name wrong on purpose, assumes they need to defend minorities from a video game trailer like Wolverine. I'm only speaking for myself, but I don't think I'm alone in saying this. I don't need, want, or even appreciate that kind of savior complex. It's a fictional mutant slashing cyborgs, not a social justice issue. Speak for yourself. First of all, Jay plays games. You're a fucking dumbass, because in no way, shape, or form was she defending minorities. She was presenting the idea, which is a logical conclusion to come to based on the narrative of a lot of these video games these days, that because the main antagonist is a white male, because Lord forbid you race swap Wolverine or some shit like that, right? A white male going around slaying a bunch of enemies, and most of them are minorities. It would be reasonable, based on the narrative of a lot of these games these days, and especially with Sweet Baby Inc. involved, to maybe assume that they're probably going to take his narrative in a direction to where he has to face his own toxic masculinity, his own misogyny, his own racism, and address his white privilege. Because we've seen that in multiple movies, video games, books, comics. Where did you get this idea that she's defending minorities? What are you talking about? What she said is, I noticed that he's slaying a lot of fucking minorities in this this game. Is this going to be another one of those games where I have to face my white supremacy at the end? My white privilege at the end? And so for you disingenuous motherfuckers like Tim Dog, man, first of all, I'm already hearing some of you in the comments, oh, you're just defending Vera Dark because you're a simp. Okay, like so? God, all right. I'm a simp. It is what it is. But the truth is the truth is the truth. These games recently have reeked of these retarded narratives where if you're playing as a white male, you have to face your white privilege at some point. If you don't face your white privilege at some point or your white supremacy at some point, you got to be replaced. You better ask Peter Parker. It's just absolutely dumb. It's dumb. And so I don't think that Vera is grifting here. I thought that it was a very valid opinion. And let's go to these comments. You clearly misunderstood her abundantly clear position on this. She's making fun of the wokies who designed this game for doing just that. She's presenting the wokies' position. Try not to be obtuse and dense. And by the way, black people make up about 14% of the world population. White people are about 7 to 8%. I'm a smaller minority than you. Ooh. 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 She's not defending minorities. She's suggesting the game is going to pander to a specific type of audience by having the character kill minorities and then deal with this with his whiteness. It's the opposite of what you're thinking. Bingo. Yeah, I definitely ran ahead of myself with this one. I didn't do my due diligence and got the wrong impression. Still don't agree with her views, but yeah, I completely missed the point with this post. Where at least at the very least, he admitted his fault. And you know what? I'll give you a Don DeMarco for that. Don DeMarco. And you got to praise this type of behavior when you see it, because it's rare on Twitter. He admitted he was wrong. So I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed. My leg. Because most of these niggas do not admit when they wrong. I'm telling y'all. Anyway, so yeah, he's getting cooked. But what about Tim Dog? They cooking Tim Dog? I mean, come on, guys. How long are we going to pretend this organization is not a joke and we should take them seriously? Did we already forget Mary Jane and Spider-Man 2? Bingo! Insomniac doesn't know how to design an attractive woman. Rare W tweet from you. Not really. I'm sorry, but she is dumb as fuck. You know what? I dare Tim Dog or anybody in your comments. I dare you. If Vera Dark is so dumb, go debate her. Go debate her. Please. Somebody clip this and send it to this guy. If Vera Dark is so dumb, go debate her. Or debate me. I would debate you one-on-one live on my show any day of the week. I guarantee it. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grift be with video. I'll talk to you.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.